Sometimes the truth has a price. That may be the lesson of a Virginia police officer who says in trying to do the right thing, he ended up paying for it. Of one man who confronted truth and consequences.
This is the Truth and Consequences podcast with Doug Poppa. Welcome to episode 61 for Friday, September 24th, 2021. On Wednesday afternoon at approximately 2 o'clock p.m., 1400 hours, I turned on my radio scanner and locked onto a transmission of what turned out to be a police surveillance operation in the jurisdiction of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. At that time, I could not see the LCD screen on the radio, as it malfunctions at times, so I could not identify the assigned agency and the channel the transmissions were broadcasting on. What I found very disturbing was that the transmissions were not encrypted. They were being broadcasted across the entire Las Vegas Valley for anyone equipped with the proper radio scanner to monitor, and that includes those involved in criminal activity. The police personnel who were participating in the surveillance operation, which you will hear excerpts of shortly in this podcast, were broadcasting suspect address locations and the movements of the personnel as they conducted their surveillance. The Las Vegas Metro Police Air Unit, the helicopter, was involved, and they mentioned that the SWAT team would be assisting. This was going on continuously, and as I listened, I was getting more and more furious. I'm a former police officer and criminal investigator. Even though I do work now as an independent investigative journalist, I'm still a cop in my heart. In this day and age, there shouldn't be any law enforcement agency in this country that are not equipped with encrypted radios specifically for use in tactical and surveillance operations. Transmitting unencrypted information can jeopardize the safety of the officers involved and or compromise the integrity of the investigation. I discovered later Wednesday evening that the transmissions were on the City of Henderson Police Department West 1 channel, but I did not know that earlier when I made contact with Las Vegas Metro Police personnel and raised my concerns. I don't want to reinvent the wheel here, so I will read a media request that I sent to the Las Vegas Metro Police Public Information Office on Thursday morning as follows. Yesterday, September 22, 2021, there was police action in the 3000 block of Red Rock Street involving the Las Vegas Metro Police Air Unit, a SWAT team, and a Henderson Police Canine Unit. 3 suspects were apprehended after a short foot chase. I would like to know what plainclothes unit was orchestrating the action. Was it an LVMPD unit, a task force unit, or a unit from another jurisdiction? Was it the LVMPD SWAT team that was involved, or Henderson Police SWAT, or another SWAT team? The sergeant on scene said he was communicating with the SWAT team on SWAT Channel 2. I was perplexed why the entire hours-long surveillance/apprehension was broadcasted unencrypted throughout the entire Las Vegas Valley. The broadcast by the police unit included the suspects' addresses, the location of the units conducting the operation, and other details about the operation. Broadcasting unencrypted could have placed the officers in danger and or compromised the investigation if the suspect had been monitoring a police scanner. I'm fully aware that the LVMPD uses encryption on all the channels. Yesterday, when I heard the radio traffic, it concerned me so much that I contacted the LVMPD homicide and vice units and alerted them to what I was hearing and that the LVMPD air unit was involved, hoping someone up the chain of command could make contact with the air unit so they could advise the unit they were assisting that their radio transmissions were being heard throughout the valley. The radio transmissions continued, so at 1550 hours I made contact with the LVMPD PIO office, the Public Information Office. Apparently I upset Officer Larry Hatfield as he hung up the phone on me during my conversation. Hatfield implied that I was using an LVMPD encrypted radio to monitor the action. That was not the case at all. I told him I was using a commercially available store-bought scanner, a Uniden BCD 436 HP that is not capable of monitoring LVMPD's encryption. The scanner I was using to monitor the surveillance operation indicated they were transmitting on Henderson Police Department Channel West 1, which was later confirmed over the radio by the sergeant running the operation. Please respond by close of business today, Thursday, 9/23/2021. After I sent that media request out, I made telephone contact with an officer with the Henderson Police Department's Public Information Office. I explained my concern and forwarded the media request to him that I had sent to the LVMPD. He said he would check into it and get back with me. After that phone call to the Henderson Police Department, I was informed by the LVMPD PIO by telephone that since I stated in my email that it was Henderson, I should contact them. He said, if it's on their radio system, that means it was their people and was probably their case. We can't talk about somebody else's case. I asked if it was the Metro SWAT team that was there or Henderson SWAT, and he replied, I have no idea of the event, and then stated, our air unit assists other agencies because we have those resources, just like Henderson will assist us with their SWAT team if ours is busy with search warrants if needed, because they're available, or North Las Vegas or vice versa. I asked, so you are saying that it wasn't an LVMPD operation? To which he replied, I haven't looked at it, but I'm telling you if you heard it through a Henderson channel, then you have to contact them. Later Thursday afternoon, I received the following email from the Henderson Police Department. The Henderson Police Department was not the primary agency in any incident occurring near the 3000 block of Red Rock Street. Our office is not aware of which agency was the primary in the case you are inquiring about. Please contact LVMPD for any incidents which would have occurred within their jurisdiction. So there you have it, folks. The old runaround. Nobody knows nothing, right? Nonsense. The Henderson police know. At the least, it was the Henderson Police Canine Unit that was assisting. And the Las Vegas Metro Police know. It was their air unit who was assisting. Listen to the following audio excerpts that I recorded on Wednesday starting at approximately 1400 hours. I edited out the periods of no traffic for time purposes. Keep in mind, this went on for several hours. Apparently, they had a surreptitious GPS tracker on the suspect's vehicle, and the police stated numerous times that the suspect would be on the lookout for surveillance. Knowing that, they still transmitted on an unencrypted channel.
Suspect is extremely hypervigilant on surveillance, and he will be looking for air units, and he will be looking for other things such as anti-surveillance. So the higher the altitude you can safely do it. And right now we are just waiting for the motorcycle to meet up with the Certified South USSC. How they just go with the first step. It's a black Audi, I believe a two-door. I'll be corrected if it's not. And it has a Golden Knights plate, and it's cold-plated with a Golden Knight plate. It's a sedan, sportier version looking one, pitch black. Hey, can you advise if that Audi backed into a parking spot? Because that would help differentiate it.
From two-door Audi A5 back in, it's got a Golden Knights plate and a white sticker in the rear window, right top center.
It's going to be at the corner of Red Rock and Eldora, right in that first apartment complex to the left.
The first car closest to the driveway on Eldora.
Certified South. Do you have an actual address for that resident?
I believe it's 2679 Red Rock. Hey, Nick, while there's still downtime, and if you get a chance, will you send us a photo of the suspect and of that bike you were just talking about? Oh, for his photo should be in the ops plan. Copy. I'll get it then. I'm just driving. I didn't open it yet. All right, copy. I'll text you 2 pictures and then and a video, and then you can send it up.
Nick, I can't confirm if it's that bike. I didn't see the blue on it. From the side, I mean, they all kind of look alike. Hey, Queen, who do you got, Max, you, and who else?
Nelson, Andrew Nelson.
All right, I'll put us on a group text so we can send photos and stuff.
And that is the same helmet that was in the floorboard of the Audi. Exact same helmet. It's his. And on her today, her hair, it looked to have a little bit more red, like almost like it was up in braids. I'm sure this was already said, and I just don't remember. Was the car backed in or nose in that parking lot? It's backed in against the wall. What do you think if I drove through it? Do you think I'd be okay to drive through and see if I could see inside to see if she's still in it? I think Metro Air is about here, or at least I hear a helicopter. I don't know if they can zoom in that good or not. What was the question again? 500. We're actually in the backup mode right now. Copy. Lily McGee was just asking if we can see in the front to see if she's still sitting in the car. That's all. I can do a cruise to the parking lot real quick if we need to. McGee, it's your case, your call. I don't know if it's relevant or not. It's up to you. It's more of a curiosity thing for me. If she's still sitting in the car, obviously she's waiting for him. If she's not, then I don't know. I'll go cruise by real quick.
That is 5. We're heading back for 480 first report. We will keep an ear open next time around. Hey Hector, just confirming you have the eye, I'm sorry, host on the phone.
Confirm, yeah. I have the eye on the door. I can't see the door itself, but it's close enough to my visual where I should be able to see if he opens or knocks.
Hey, is it possible that one of those motorcycles is the motorcycle we saw and they're already up inside?
I do not believe so. Okay, I just cruised through. It's hard to see in the windshield, but it does not appear as if she is in the car. One motorcycle is a road bike. The other motorcycle, now I don't know. Hey Lily, when you drive back by, just read out the color of or say out the color of the crotch rocket that's parked next to her car. I already cruised by.
Let's limit the cruise bys, or you're going to be on his phone.
You can see it from the street. I mean, when you go up a door to go back to the other side, not through the complex.
Copy.
Yeah, it's possible he beat her there because she took a really long way to get here, and he could have just came right up Sahara. Oh, the other bike that should be there should be a black and gold. The front of it should be black and gold or orange. No, it could be that one because it looks like it. If it's that one with the blue on the side, I couldn't see the blue. Copy that. Okay, I'm no longer parked on the other exit, but I'm in the apartment complex just west of it, and I'm able to see the front door. Confirming 202. Confirm. And building 13. Yep. And I think if someone wants to walk through this parking lot over here, you should be able to see over the small wall to look at that bike if it matters. We don't want to do that. He's got a camera that faces right there. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, be off air for a second. And disregard my last. I was on the other building. I can just see the stairs going up to 202. It's not good. I have a pretty good eye on the doorway. Okay, I'll go back to the other entrance. Be off the radio. There's a street bike coming, different helmet though.
Everybody see that going south on Jones?
I'll take that as a no. Change back up.
Hey, Sarge, when you redo the group text to include the right Nelson, can you put my work phone on there too?
You may be off there.
Hey, Queen, I copied the picture.
Alright, yeah, they had you in the wrong group, so I'll just send you pictures when I get a chance.
I'm creating a new one right now.
Andy's like the forgotten stepchild.
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm on light duty for a year and everyone forgets about me. We voted you out of the group text because of your Android phone. Going SMS. Alright, I'm in this one. Whose number is 8983?
That's fine, Fanny.
Jamie, are you parked somewhere? I can meet up with you. Yeah, I'm in the parking lot behind the apartment. I'll come to you. It'd be better if we met there. I'm just trying to type. Let's meet over across the street at the Teriyaki place, or this shopping complex over here. Jones and Sarah? From southwest, not really corner, but southwest. Just south of the corner. Yeah, I probably missed it. Someone put out again the description of the stolen motorcycle.
I had to reposition because preschool is getting full and I can't see anymore. The black crotch rocket that's parked next to the Audi, it's the same black one that was there the other night, and it matches similar to the one in the video, so it could be that he made it there before she did.
Hey, we got the plate of the bike, the tow plate from Town Square. Is there any possible way we can confirm if this one of these has a plate, or is it going to be too risky? You could probably get it by walking through that parking lot behind, but with that camera, I'm not sure.
Sarge, it has to be the way that you and I walked last time, where you had to take care of some business and look over that wall.
Do we have to, like, get on our tippy toes and peek over the wall, or can we just casually see it walking by?
Well, the bike is further out, so there's the street, a Harley-looking bike, and then the crotch rocket's further out, so we should be able to see it from the rear.
Yeah, because we just need to confirm that crotch rocket's here, then we'll know he's here as well. Just so you know what the plan is, we're getting the warrants for this place and the other place. We're going to get no sign, but we're going to be in a surveillance holding pattern until we can have some confirmation he's here before we start making calls or figuring what we're going to do out. But we'll have them in pockets, so when we're ready, we can move.
Copy. Sarge, since you know where it's at, do you think you'd be able to do that walk-by?
I'm typing on the new ops plan, so when I finish this, I can. What else you guys need help with? I don't have anything covered, but we can come up with a plan to do that walk by in the neighboring business. We have a license plate we'll put out in the text, just see if it has that plate or not. But there is a camera on the door, so you got to be real non-conspicuous walking by.
This is the same guy that you guys assisted with surveillance. They took him down at the store down the street. He was talking and calling out how you guys were parking across the dirt lot and behind Connex boxes, and he had pictures of McGahee's truck driving by on 2 different days and zoomed in. So he's very aware of who's around. I'll be there in a few minutes. I can do that walk by. Yeah, Queen, if you want to park up front off of Jones, it's 2670. It's a dental office. You can park up front and just walk around that building, and you should be able to see over the wall behind it, and the motorcycle should be right there. Okay, just a few minutes out.
And also the 15 from Mango, I'll be there in a few minutes too. And then Phil's in the area. I'm like off of Eldora and Duneville. To move or readjust for coverage.
Nick, I'm arriving now. I'm going to get you on the phone here in a second. Copy that. Hey, Queen says he's going to have to look over the wall to look at the back of the plate. He'll do it fast, but it's up to you guys if you want him to do that.
Is it, it's not directly where the camera is, right? It's a little to the side. I mean, can he do it? Jamie also wants to know if we know what kind of camera it is.
It looks like a small square white camera, possibly Ring, possibly one of the other ones that are just like it. And no, the camera points towards that area.
Yeah, I'd say at this point, no.
Hey, Sarge, you don't need me to keep an eye on the door anymore, right?
Oh, negative. Let's everybody go with the Audi once we confirm that plate.
The plate's already been confirmed on the motorcycle, Sarge. Through Charleston.
Sounds good. Let's keep up with the Audi because if we get an opportunity, we could safely take them in custody. We have enough bodies, and then I'll make the call to do that once they're out of the vehicle and away from it. So as many people possible go with the Audi.
I'm stuck in Charleston, Nick. Yeah, I barely made that. Fresh green through Ulta.
Yeah, he's going to be a runner too, so I'm going to want the majority of us there, and you have at least 4 or 5 of us behind Oki, so we're a couple miles back.
Alright, we're approaching the 95, all advised. Alright, he's going to be away, westbound 95. I'm not with him. Or northbound 95, correction. Northbound 95, I'm not with him.
Let's hope he goes that Oscar Blanco Chevron before he goes to her house.
Hey, just for info, Fanny has access to the tracker. She can call it out while we're driving if you guys want. Absolutely. Stand by. Fanny, are you still in the office or are you with Sanchez yet?
Still in the office.
Okay. You mind calling that out for us?
Okay. Hey, it just made me have to re-log in, so just give me 1 second.
Copy that. It's still northbound 95 past Torrey Pines.
Hey, Fanny, are you logged into CAD and on this call as well, or showing?
I'm on the call on CAD, and I'm logging into Covert Track right now.
If we stop somewhere, I'm going to want you to update the location on the computer for our call, just so dispatch shows where we are in case we go for pursuit.
Copy.
Looks like it's still continued 95, approaching Lake Mead.
Hey, narc guys, they go to Osa Blanca quite a bit, way north Durango. That's where she stays, and they hang out in that area, and may also be going back to her house to drop her off.
Chelsea Hugs. Copy. I'm just hitting 95, Nick, trying to catch up to you.
Continuing on the 95.
Can you repeat that?
Continuing on the 95, past tropical. Approaching Elkhorn Road.
Yeah, the tracker said he's cruising at 90.
Well, we know what he did at the apartment then.
He's got the need for speed. Hopefully he goes to that Chevron. Even if he does, he better be there for a minute for all of us to get there.
Getting off on Durango.
What was the last?
Getting off on Durango, I believe, eastbound. Still stopped at Durango and Farm.
With you guys. Sorry, Nick. I thought I saw you go westbound there. Threw me off for a sec. Yeah, fresh screen. He's through. He's number 1 travel lane. Still eastbound. Hey, Mark. Bateman just sent me a gift with a watch. Looking at it like he's waiting.
Yeah, it was signed, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
Fresh green at Grand Teton. Through Grand Teton still, I guess this turns into almost like a northbound Durango. But, yeah.
Hold on, Jamie, my computer timed out.
He's pulling into the complex. It's at the exit to Durango. Yeah, I think it's him coming out now. I'm not at the light, Grand Teton, Durango. Can you tell who's driving? I would assume he probably dropped her off. Hey, he got in the turn lane to go northbound Grand Teton.
Okay, he just pulled into my parking lot, 100%. He's driving by himself, and he went to the Rosati's parking lot. I'm leaving. I was backing out when he came in, 100% him.
He's poking around. He's coming back out, I think. No, disregard. He's pulling up the O'Reilly.
All right, looks like he's out of the car, walking around O'Reilly's. Hold on. He's going to be walking on the north side of that building. I can't see what it is. I'll be over at Grand Teton in Durango at Rosati's.
Sarge, you said he usually goes to a gas station over there?
On the other side, it's west of the freeway, not east. That's a Chevron. He's been there several times.
The next audio segment is 7 minutes long. Listen closely, because you will hear my voice over the radio transmissions as I was recording them, picking up my comments to the Las Vegas Metro Police Public Information Office, as I stated earlier. At first, I was talking to the admin assistant. Then she transferred me to Officer Larry Hatfield.
Oh, yeah, I had to throw my stuff on 4G out now?
It's up, Poppa. podcast, Truth and Consequences. How you doing? You got any comment on, they're on the surveillance right now, what the Grand T?
Yeah, I have the back fire doors covered. There's 2 fire doors. I can see them both.
Why they're taking this guy down? Durango. Yeah, I'm listening to on the run this guy.
All right, we got people. How many people we have that stuff up front? I'm ready. Nelson's ready. I'm here as well. Still live. Okay, you guys call in the front if an extra body can come to the back with me, just in case. I don't have Durango covered. Let me check, see if there's a door there. Hey, he's coming out now, getting in. Stop him. No, until he's in his driver's seat. In the driver's seat now. Hey, he's backing off. Trying to block off the exit. Stop him. Negative, negative. Let him go. Let him go, let him go. Okay. Yeah, let him roll out of there and let the T do his work right now because if he sees you guys scrambling in there, he's going to know what we're doing. He is still at the house. Alright, he's away. He's going westbound on. Oh, he's trying to get in the turn lane. I think he's westbound though. Alright, let's be careful pulling out because he'll be watching. He's still at the light. Still worried, I think.
Surveillance. We're going to take the guy down right now with Durango and Grand Teton back in the car. Do you have any idea why they're following this guy? Or they want to arrest him?
Alright, light screen, he's away.
Well, let me tell you something, before you get all upset. Oh, okay, let me explain something.
Looks like he was through the light westbound.
This is going on, I know what you're talking about, Larry. Let me finish what I'm saying. This has been going on for 2 hours.
I'm not with him.
It started up at Sahara and Jones on Red Rock. They gave all the information out over the radio in plain English, as you can hear in the background. Suspect's apartment number.
Let's let Fanny call it on the T.
Mark, the sergeant, Lily, Max, all the surveillance officers. Now they're up in Grand.
Still trying him at Durango and Grand Teton.
We had a lady in the office following the tracker. This has been going across clear. Now, what I did was, I didn't have to. Anything coming across the radio in plain English.
Durango approaching at Capitan Way.
Listen to that has a scanner. That's all I have. Listen to what I'm telling you. I understand that, but I have, no, I have a.
Hey, just for info, he's in the number 3 lane, the far right lane, all the way to the back.
Well, the metro area unit's involved, and whatever.
It appears that he stopped at that intersection.
He just got a fresh screen, he's through.
I understand that. Yes, you can buy a scanner. The scanner I have does follow.
Alright, he's in the number 2, he's moving over. He's through the light now for sure.
Well, everything's supposed to be encrypted. Some channels, because of mistakes, sometimes come across plain view, because I've heard that. So I called up the homicide unit to tell them that, what? I understand they're encrypted, Larry. I know all about radio.
Alright, he's crossing over the freeway, but I don't have eyes.
What I'm telling you is,
I got him in the rear view. He just went over to the 3, the far right lane again.
the radio.
He's turning like he's, I don't know which is, how you get on the ramp, but he looks like he's getting on the freeway. Yeah, he's on, southbound.
Okay, I don't know, I don't care what agency it's like. What I'm telling you is when I heard this surveillance going on for 2 hours, I called up somebody in homicide and told them, I don't know what unit it is, But the metro area unit's involved, maybe a task force, maybe somebody else. You need to find out who it is, because they're talking. If they're talking on a radio communication channel that is supposed to be encrypted, and it's not encrypted, because sometimes the encryption gets screwed up and it comes across the radio.
Confirming southbound 95.
You understand?
Confirming southbound 95. Sarge, if he goes back to that apartment and he's backed into that spot, do we want to attempt to take him in when he's getting out of the car? Warrant's signed, so if SWAT hit it, they should let him get in there and SWAT hit it.
I called up Vice and said we have a lot of units. I don't care what unit it is or what thing.
Yeah, negative. If he's anywhere near that car, we're not going to take him. If he goes back to the apartment, we're going to call SWAT.
And it's dangerous because the suspect is listening to a scanner. He's hearing the same thing I'm hearing.
Still southbound 95.
Sandy, what's he passing?
95 approaching the 215.
I know you have encrypted.
Yeah, you Lily, you do.
Okay, now just do this and do this. You understand?
Still, no, 95. It's southbound.
Showing he's going about 83 miles an hour, so he's moving pretty fast.
The following audio segment involves the arrival of SWAT and the subsequent apprehension after a foot chase. Afterward, I will give my closing comments.
Hey, just FYI, SWAT is making the notifications to try to brief as soon as possible, right? They'll brief and stage. Just wait for our call. Hey, Jamie, one of the SWAT guys is going to print 4 copies of the warrant, bring it with them, so we have it. It's just FYI, I notified SWAT, and they're going to start preparing and just start being ready, but they're still at least an hour plus out, right? One of 2 things is going to happen. Either we're going to get him in custody and SWAT's going to hit the apartment afterwards, or if he goes back to the apartment, SWAT will hit the apartment with him in it. But that's our 2 options right now we're working with, if we can't safely take him in custody. Hey, just planning ahead, if he does go to a business of some sort and we want to take him to business, we need at least 2 guys on the rear of the business to have rear containment, right? So if he sees you guys walking in, he's going to run right through the back, out the fire doors. So we need to make sure we have at least 2 people in the back. So probably let's get that first. Copy that.
Craig passing Torrey Pines.
Hey, Mark, it seems like we got the bodies. How about if and when we execute this, we put a car behind his, too, in case he slips by us?
Yeah, I'm good at it, but if he's in a store and we have to block him and it exposes us, let's play that by ear. But I like the plan if it's available, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking somebody just pull up in a T, just park their car sideways and just hang out in the car if we got the bodies for it.
Stopped on Craig, just eastbound of Torrey Pines.
I have him Craig and Rancho. Red balled at Craig and Rancho. He's through Rancho right now. Still number 2 if it's him. We got a long eye on him. He's coming out, he's got Slurpee in his hand, and he's going back to the Audi. He's in the driver's seat.
Okay, abort, no takedown. Back in surveillance mode.
Okay, I know we don't want to be too close to this guy, but if we want to try and take him down at a place like that, we're going to need to be somewhat close and have enough people around just to get it done quick enough.
I'm aware, but we can't also be on him and burn it either. If he goes back to the apartment, that's still okay. I'd rather take our time. We get paid by the hour.
And either way, southbound scared.
Yeah, it's a SWAT brief. They're going to be briefing in 2 minutes. They're going to put a rush on it.
Copy. I haven't seen him come.
So I had wind. I'm outside. Did you say he's in the apartment?
Negative. I haven't seen him exit the car.
Copy. I I think SWAT will want to wait until he gets inside the apartment before we make a move on him, which is good. It gives him time to brief. They're still waiting on a couple guys. Hey, are we clear for a quick brief? Go ahead. Hey, SWAT's coming off Laredo, and then they're going to go southbound through the complex and make contact there, break. Let's get a couple bodies. We're going to need to block off Eldora for him, so once the Bearcat gets to the gets exposed, let's get and block Eldora and block that for SWAT, break. And then we're going to need everybody else, or not everybody, but several detectives behind the Bearcats from north to south to take the in custody. They're going to bring them down and bring them back north. Copy that. Hey, so can we sound off who's going to take Eldora? Let's get two there, two marked units, or two light units there. Dyer and I are right here right now, so we can take Eldora. Copy. Billy will be on Laredo, going back for the Bearcat. Nelson can be behind the Bearcat too. Sounds good. Do we need anybody in the parking lot that goes right to the back of the apartment? Hey, who has best eyes on for last minute for SWAT? Steyer's got visual of the front door. Okay, Steyer, I'm putting you as last minute when we switch over to SWAT 2. Copy that. So Jay, you're primary, bro. I can take Eldora because I'm just to the south. That way you can contact for interviews. Okay. Kelly can also take Eldora Laredo. Hey, confirming target, unknown white male, unknown white female, correct?
The time is 17:45 hours.
Hey, who's a narcs guy that's not in a position of keeping an eye on anything? Clear. Okay, I need one of you guys to head back out to that house, the 8621 Radiant Ruby, so that we can have someone there when we hit this, just in case she decides she wants to roll or anything like that. Or start loading stuff into the car. We have a tracker on it, so it's not a big deal. But if she starts loading stuff into the car and tries to take off, at least we'll know that she did and we'll know where she's going. Okay, I'll head that way. Metro our channel. Thank you, Keith. We're just officer about 5 minutes away. Got the address. I see kind of where the house is, or where the apartment's at. It's like the southwest corner of that complex. Where in that is the Audi? And right by the southwest driveway. He just took his shirt off, so he's now wearing a gray. He's wearing a gray wife beater now. He took his shirt off. Copy. Metro said they have a. Do you guys already have a park unit with you guys? Yeah, from Spring Valley. Copy. We got their channels back up though. Hey, he's gonna be pretty sweaty. He's been working on his car and he's stripping his clothes off because he's sweating so bad. Okay, so the plan is once we kind of get set up, you guys are going to do a takedown on him in the parking lot. Is that correct? Hey, so let's I'll break this, but the plan is SWAT's going to come in for the purpose, but as soon as they break that plane, he's going to be aware, and that's a long drive up. Break. So let's move up on our end with the plane cars on Eldora on the south and on the west in that parking lot to contain him. SWAT will already have the rear containment, and also we have the Metro Mark unit, and we also have Henderson K9 on our channel West 1 here. That'll be assisting us in any takedowns, or if he goes running, we do have K9 with us.
18, 24 hours.
So once Metro Air's closed, we'll start moving on SWAT. We'll make sure the rear containment's set, and then we'll make sure our guys are set, and then we'll move up on them in the plane cars with the plane cars, K9, and the Metro Mark unit. My guys, are you guys good with that? Are we in a position where we can only have 2 vans, consolidation kind of thing, without compromising the eye at this point?
I've got a van and I'm on the south side, Laredo side.
So you probably get at least one person to jump in with you, 1 or 2, and then 1 or 2 in the west parking lot where Steyer's going to be.
Yeah, I'm in north side, but yeah, I'm on Laredo. Nelson's up on the north side too. McGahee, I can jump in with you.
Kelly can go to Steyer.
Pappas is going with Steyer.
Hey, I got a van too. How can you meet up with Steyer?
I was gonna flip around and hop in with you, McGahee. Where are you heading to? Right here.
Guys on the west side, I am in direct view of the subject. I'm going to stay in my car and keep eyes on the door. You guys may want to come up from, I'm not sure, 2670 from the front. If you guys all load up in front of the building, they won't see you. Just don't come to the side of the building because you can see down both sides.
Pappas, where are you going? Because he's like right down there and I don't want him to see your truck. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the 2670 location.
It's off of Jones, so go towards Jones and they'll go down that back alley by him.
Okay, Lily's on Laredo with Max. Whose van is that? Jamie. Oh, no, good.
Okay, you said that he's on the west side, is that correct? Upper.
Is it close to the building or is this against the wall to that next street?
It's closest to the business complex, that Quality Dental right on the corner of Eldora and Jones. I believe it's next to a white crossover type car. Star, see where you're at, bro. If I just go to the west, I'll be out of view. Yeah, if you just go directly behind me, like when you come in the parking lot off of Jones, just stay in front of that building, and then you'll be out of view. Just confirming, I think if SWAT's coming off north, McGahee and you guys should come in off the south because you're going to be right there by the entrance.
My understanding was someone was going to be there from the south.
Yeah, no, plans are changing. That was just for a SWAT thing. This is a takedown now. We don't need anybody really from the north. SWAT's coming from the north. We need bodies on the south and on the west in that business complex. So Steyer's on the west, and we need a van with at least 2 to 3 bodies that can come up from the south side on Eldora. Yeah, Gillen, just stay right there. You're blocked by the building. You're good. And then you guys can just come head in on them.
Okay, so is there somebody already set up on the south? Because I heard that there was going to be someone already there.
I'm here, but there's nobody with me in my van. It's me by myself. So everybody that was gearing up with McGahee, go around the back side of the building and meet up on Eldora where Hector is.
Copy, Nelson's in route to Hector.
Metro Air, do you have eyes on the target and the vehicle?
Hector, where are you at?
Corner of Duneville and Eldora. Metro Air, do you have eyes on the target? Do you see where he's located before we start the plan to move up?
I think yes. We're just in view of the apartment here. So we've got eyes on the west side of the apartment. And where is it going to be at from there?
He's going to be just south. So if you're west of the apartment, it's going to be just south. It's against that brick wall. It's in between the business complex and the apartment complex.
Okay. I think I just saw him. He just walked back across.
Yeah, he walked out to the center and started staring up in the sky.
Okay, for us to maintain surveillance, obviously we're only going to have limited movement on every sweep around. So right now he's going to be blocked from fire view with the building.
Okay, copy. My guys, what do you think? Do you want to move in? And then as we move in, Metro Air can be a little bit more revealing.
Yeah, I think as long as they're available in case he starts running, that's the main thing.
Okay, what's he doing right now, the target?
Just open up the trunk and his head's in the trunk.
Okay, do we have our guys set up on the south and west? We have at least 2 or 3 guys on each of those.
Our guys will set up on the west end.
Is anybody with Hector on the south?
Yep, I got a couple guys with me now.
All right, Metro officer, do you copy? And K9, do you copy?
K9 copy. All right, Pappas and I are going to go set up on the west in case he runs that way. We'll be over there on the back side of the tire.
Hey, stay off the radio. He just closed the trunk, put his hat on. I'm not sure exactly. My radio keeps cutting out. I'm not sure if he's getting in the car or if he's going to go back up. Stand by. Target's walking towards the apartment, I believe.
18:31 hours.
He's looking all around. He's looking over the balcony or the top part right now, going inside.
For me, he's inside. We should move.
Firm, let's move. He just shut the screen door, so he is inside.
Wait, let's all switch to SWAT 2. Switch to SWAT 2 for last minutes.
$18:32 hours. They're switching over
Sure,
SWAT.
unit, I can update you on here if you don't have SWAT 2.
You want some movement?
Ask on SWAT.
They both are walking towards the cars. They're looking all around.
Okay, sorry, I was on the other channel. Are we ready to, are we still in position and move up on it?
Both are looking over the back wall, looking towards my truck. Target's walking towards Eldora.
All right, let's go out on them. Metro Air, are you ready? A9 and Metro, Pope, can you get up here with us?
And if you're looking at us, where are we going?
Go.
Alright, they're walking together towards each other. One target, they're both running.
George.
He's gone.
Right here. K9 will deploy. K9 will deploy, so watch the dog. Still running eastbound. K9, right here to the, right here. Make a right there. Here, guys, right here. Magic moon.
Sounds like the suspects took off running. 18:35 hours.
You want some movement?
Ask on SWAT.
walking towards the cars. They're looking all around.
Okay, sorry, I was on the other channel. Are we ready to, are we still in position and move up?
Both are looking over the back wall, looking towards my truck. Target's walking towards Eldora.
All right, let's go out on them. Metro, are you ready? A9 and Metro, Pro, can you get up here with us?
And if you're looking at us, where are we going?
Go.
Alright, they're walking together towards each other. One target, they're both running.
George. He's gone. Red rock, right here. K9 will deploy. K9 will deploy, so watch the dog. Still running eastbound. K9 right here to the, right here. Make a right there. Here, guys, right here. Magic moon.
Sounds like the suspects took off running. 18:35 hours.
Hey, he's in custody? Confirm he's in custody. We confirm he's in custody.
Confirm we have him in custody? We have him in custody.
Copy.
Do we have both subjects or just the one? We're going to remain complex to the far east side by the pool. By the apartment. Nielsen has the secondary one. I don't know about primary.
Hey, what do you guys, give us an update here, quick burr. We have both suspects in custody, our target and the secondary.
From Nelson and Hector have the secondary in custody. The secondary male.
Okay, copy. Let's bring them all back to the apartment. Since they committed crimes are in custody, we can move them. Where are you guys located at? We're code 4 with Sean. Where are the guys located with the other two suspects? Or the other suspect?
Nelson's on Endora, just the entrance to the apartment, just south.
Okay, I'm coming over to you.
Sergeant, still up on this channel. And the unit's up on West 1.
Yeah, we're on West 1. Go ahead.
Now you got your main target there at 2652 Red Rock, east of the complex. Did you get that second guy peeking over the wall? And I know SWAT has one in custody, female in custody at the building.
I'm under the understanding we have everyone accounted for. We have both the target, the unknown, and the female all detained or in custody. Is there another person that we believe is outstanding, according to your eyes?
Second from us, we saw the one peeking over the wall, the one male with the black tank top peeking over the wall, the other with the gray that we saw running east up through the complex that you got from the east side of that pool, and then like I said, we see the female that SWAT has.
Yeah, we have all suspects, known suspects accounted for. Air 1, you copy?
Okay, we copy. We'll be clear.
1840 hours. That was the Metro Air unit saying they're clearing the scene.
I'll be over there in a second. I just want to make sure everything's good. But let's get on main and just have dispatch call CCFD.
1846 hours. Somebody's requesting medical.
So I'll request a medical over here. Hey, we need medical to the next apartment complex to the east by the pool. Copy. SWAT is relaying the message now. They're en route.
And now my closing comments. After the apprehension of the suspects, the police action continued on to almost midnight as they conducted a search warrant at another location. So now, after you have listened to the radio transmissions for yourself, I hope you will understand the concern I had, and still have, for officer safety and the protection of the integrity of an investigation by not utilizing an encrypted radio channel for a surveillance operation. There are still a few questions here that hopefully I will have the answers to in a future episode. An August 12, 2021 Las Vegas Sun article characterized Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo, who runs the Las Vegas Metro Police and who is a candidate for governor of Nevada, as cowardly for not answering their questions. That is nothing new to me. Lombardo hasn't answered any of my questions for years. A few of the many questions I would like Lombardo to answer are as follows. How many Las Vegas Metro Police officers besides Cordell Hendricks failed to take action the night of the Las Vegas massacre? Who released the crime scene photographs of Paddock's Mandalay Bay Hotel suite to the press? Have you ever used Metro Police officers on county time to conduct personal business for you, Lombardo? Lombardo, why haven't you commented on your cover-up of the police negligence that led to the kidnapping and rape of a 12-year-old girl that I exposed in episodes 54 and 56 of my podcast? I'd like to pose this question to the citizens of Clark County. How is it that the incumbent sheriff always gets to choose who the next sheriff of Clark County will be? Don't you realize that that is the problem and it needs to change for the betterment of the police department? Maybe a better question would be, do we really need an elected sheriff in Clark County? We no longer have a sheriff's office. Maybe an appointed police chief would be better suited. Thanks for listening, folks. Much more to come in future episodes.